Should we start, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to all the attendees and delegates of Biocom 2021. It is my proud privilege to be a convener of this webinar, of this two-day webinar. And last year also we conducted a similar seminar in this topic. It will be different. Now I'll request our director, madam, to deliver the welcome address. Madam, please, I request you to deliver the welcome address, madam.
Okay. Thank you. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good morning to all of you. It's a very good to see that still in this pandemic, and also at 9:30 all of you have joined. Most of you have joined who are supposed to be the part of it, as well as the other colleagues. So very good morning to all. I heartfully welcome in this 2 days online seminar on bioactive glass, ceramics and composites in healthcare, current technology trends 2021, that is in short Biocom 2021. The second in the series being conducted by CGCRI. The last one was in 2020. My special welcome to all the participants from various parts of the country. The keynote speakers, Dr. Vikramjit Vasu, IISc Bangalore, Professor Sampath Kumar, IIT Madras, and many other distinguished speakers, my colleagues of CGCRI, and invited guests. Due to grim situation all over the country, this webinar or the seminar is being held online, and the topic is very apt, which is required for the self-sufficiency and many unsolved problems in healthcare system. We are witnessing it every day. Human life and its sustainability, and to have a good life is the utmost requirement for the growth of the nation, a world, and all of us. In healthcare system, biomaterials and bioinstruments are one of the largest sector and essential sector beside the development of different drugs, therapies, etc. The global bioactive materials market size was valued at 2 billion US dollar in 2020 and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 14% from 2021 to 2028. Rising demands for the superior implantable material, coupled with the increasing concern to replace the traditional use of metal implants, is expected to drive the market growth over the forecast period. The bioactive materials have a greater and stronger bond capacity with fluids and tissues, which drives their demand for the body tissue healing and repairing purposes in the medical and healthcare industry. In addition, their application in the production of antibacterial products, pharmaceutical, cosmetics, and other is driving the market growth. During the last decade and a half, the demand for the biomaterials have grown significantly, and the intense research interest has happened is due to their wide range of applications in the healthcare and medical industries. For example, in regenerative medicines, implantable devices, wound healing therapies, tissue engineering, plastic surgeries, drug delivery system, orthopedic disorders, and many more such applications. The biomaterials are anticipated to enhance the natural tissue regeneration, thereby stimulating the restoration of structural, functional, metabolic, biochemical, and biomechanical properties. Bioactive glass coatings, ceramic implants are considered superior over the conventional metal implants. The bioactivity and biocompatibility of the implant material in the human body as a main bonding agent, application of repairing and replacement of the damaged or broken bones led to the growth of bioactive glass market. This is expected to grow at the fastest rate. In the bioactive glass, now previously most of the conventional people have worked on with alkali, but now the trend and the requirement is that is called third generation bioactive glass, in terms of alkali-free bioactive glasses. It has many advantages, but other issues has to be solved so that it has a better bioimplants can be made by this. Additionally, the ability to regenerate dental hard tissues, especially on the acid-affected skin by the application of materials such as calcium, phosphate, and other ions, drives the demand for the glass material. The composite segment is estimated to account for the second largest revenue share by 2028. Glass ceramics materials exhibit low fracture toughness, brittleness, and apatite formation on their surface in the body. These exceptional properties of the various glass ceramics consisting of materials such as silicon dioxide, calcium oxide, and phosphorus are contributing to the growth of the glass ceramic segment. Other materials used in the product manufacturing, including the synthetic hydroperoxide bioglass and bioresorbable materials. The use of these products result in the formation of biologically active carbonate apatite layer on various implants, and which in turn is expected to drive the other segment growth over the forecast period. The dentistry application segment led the market and accounted for 45% of the global revenue share in 2020, owing to the increased consumer spending on dental treatment such as root canals, the rise in the use of materials such as calcium hydroxide, ceramics, and calcium phosphate is likely to drive product demands in this application segment over application segment. The rise in the demand for the pulp capping materials, permanent restoration of teeth, and tooth remineralization is also widening the scope of the product application in dentistry. The product demand in the surgery application segment is expected to grow at a significant rate due to rise in the adoption of advanced surgical procedures involving plastic surgery, tissue augmentation, and craniofacial reconstruction is expected to propel the demand over the forecast period. Other product applications include implants related to heart valve, grafts and stents, artificial joints, tendons and ligaments, and devices that stimulate nerves and cell proliferations. Different coatings on the conventional implants and also on the newer bioimplants are the newer pathways to functionalize the surface and better tissue growth for engineering application. Here, sol-gel, sputtering, and spray processes are being considered superior over the other coating processes. The bioinstrumentation is the need of the hour that also must be taken by the researcher very seriously, as most of them for India is dependent on imports. Our own technologies must be developed for the nation self-sufficiency so that both the diagnosis and the implants can reach each one of the nation, else they are very costly and so large part of the population suffer severely and they have to live with a very, very poor quality of life. So these areas are very important. The major companies are trying to come up with cost-effective and advanced implant-oriented products to cater the rising demand and thus leading to overall market growth. The market highly depends upon the research institutions and government support for various products and technological approvals. Despite extensive research work in bioactive glass, ceramics, nanoceramic carrier system, having multifaceted applications encompassing the bio-inspired coated implants and prostheses, the number of healthcare products with respect to the commercialization is very low, since the developed product has to pass a series of regulatory obstacles before technology transfer and commercialization. So the very strong interactions with those regulatory body is very important with the development. So for faster and correct standards can be achieved so that it can reach the market fast. This seminar and also the similar kind of a seminar as it is being organized by CGCRI gives a very better platform in integrating the researchers actively working in the area in terms of effective interactions, growth of knowledge base, and possible collaborative developments, and the understanding in terms of technology, market, and research demand. The webinar will act as a bridge to connect the several missing links which the working scientists in the domain should be acquainted with, starting from bench scale to the regulatory approval for conducting clinical trials, know-how preparation, and finally transferring the same to industry for commercialization. I am very happy to see that in these 2 days of the deliberations, there are very important deliberations covering different topics of biomaterials, applications, biosensing devices, bioinstruments, and in industry too. If someone from healthcare regulatory person would have been here, that would have been very good. Unfortunately, this time it is not there. But surely we can arrange online such 1 or 2 lectures later too with all these participants of today. I shall try for that, so that the obstacles and the new regulation might have come because of this pandemic, and the government regulations also might have been different, because people understood in this time that how it is important to have our own technologies, own diagnostic systems. Everyone, each and every one of this nation during this COVID time is witnessing that. Even the oxygen became such a great issue, and where the such material was not available at manufacturing stage in India. I am sure these 2 days deliberation will be very enriching to carry forward further. Once again, I welcome you all and looking forward for different lectures. Thank you very much. Over to Julie.
Thank you, madam, for your welcome address and so many information and so good discussion about the present scenario of biomaterials and the developments and the need of regulatory linking as well. But madam, this time it had happened in such a way that regulatory personnel who were around, they were not available within this time period. So we could not arrange in this particular webinar, we could not include them. Last year, a couple of them were there, but we will surely try for the next time, or as you told that some online presentation, regulatory presentation also after maybe this month or so, we can arrange as per your proposal. And thank you, madam, for all your address. And Madam, Professor Basu has joined. He has sent a message. And now I'll request Dr. Vamsi Krishna Balla to discuss about the theme of this, exact theme of this webinar in continuation with Madam.
Just hello, Vikram. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. How are you? It's very nice to hear your voice. I am not able to see your face though. You are probably switched off your video.
So I am at home actually.
Yeah. Even I am at Jamshedpur right now because there is a lockdown and I had come here. So it's fine. But this is a webinar advantage that we are able to meet wherever we may be. Okay. Very nice to see you. To all of you, Vikramjit is my very good friend, by the way. We have worked together.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, go ahead. We look forward for your lectures. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Julie. Good morning to all of you. I once again welcome you all for this 2-day webinar, Biocom 2021. So because of small delay, I will not take much time, but I would like to highlight, like in this webinar, there are 15 invited talks are there, and around 15 student presentations are there, covering the whole gamut of biomaterials, starting from bioactive glass, bioactive ceramics, and even drug delivery systems. And also a couple of lectures are also focused on biomechanics, which is often not focused much when developing load-bearing implants. And at the end, we also need to manufacture the implants, and we have one lecture on state-of-the-art additive manufacturing of load-bearing implants. And similarly, students also covered a variety of these topics, all these topics. And I am personally excited to learn about latest developments. And the program starts with a keynote lecture by Professor Bikramjit Basu. He will give overview of current status of this healthcare sector and also challenges we need to address so that we can make our goal of affordable healthcare to all our Indian citizens to start with and also throughout the globe. So with this brief introduction about the theme of our two-day webinar, Biocamp, I welcome you again, and I hope you all will have a great interaction and then enlightening lectures from eminent speakers across the globe. Thank you very much. Over to the Judy, Dr. Judy.
Thank you, Dr. Bala. So I'll just present the vote of thanks for this session. On behalf of the organizing committee, it gives me an immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks to all the delegates who has attended this auspicious function. And I express my sincere gratitude to our director, Madam Dr. Suman Kumari Mishra, who has given consent to organize this event despite all hurdles of pandemic and the continued lockdown condition throughout. Madam, your support and encouragement in this is a source of inspiration for all of us. We are grateful to you for your gracious presence with us today. I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to the dignitaries and the distinguished guests for their kind presence over here, namely Professor Bikramjit Basu and Professor T.S. Sampath Kumar. They're leading biomaterials experts of our country and eminent speakers and leading faculties from Jadavpur University, young and dynamic biomaterial scientists from IISc Bangalore and IIT Delhi, Professor Chatterjee and Professor Mukherjee, our own esteemed colleagues in CGCRI and outside in CSIR, Dr. Meena and Dr. Dash from industry, an upcoming leader in the area, who have participated in the program wholeheartedly. I am indeed very grateful to all divisional heads and head BCCD for his permission for the event. A very special thanks goes to Sidhendu Mandal sir, Head Specialty Glass Division, Dr. K. Annapurna, Dr. Shunirmal Jana of the same division for all the support, participation and suggestions. My special thanks also goes to the research students, Payal and Rupam, and to all the supporting divisions, for example, IT section, engineering services, publication cell, director cell, directly or indirectly for their help for making the event a success. And I don't want to mention, but my also special thanks goes to our division. It is needless to mention to our division, to all my divisional colleagues, Dr. Bodhak, Vishwanath, and then Pradyuda, Shumona, and Mithun, and Dr. Balla, over all of them for all the help and support during the preparation of this event. Once again, thank you all and have a nice day and enjoy all the interactions and presentations ahead. Thank you all. So I'll request now Shitendra Mandal sir to take over as the chair of the session. But before starting this, Madam, I'll request if the video can be made on for a snap of all of us, all the attendants together, we would like to have. Is it possible, ma'am, to make the video on? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Hello?
Maybe all of you can turn on your camera for just a
yes,
screenshot.
Screenshot, yes. Please make all of your video on so we can have a screenshot together. Thank you. Some of them are missing. Thank you all. Madam, is it possible? Hello? Director Madam is not responding actually.
Yeah, please tell me.
Ma'am, is it
Hello.
possible to make a video on? We want to have a screenshot together with all
But
the.
my video is on. My video is on.
Okay, we are not able to see you actually.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe we can try again later, but I think we can just start the program.
Okay.
Because I also could not see any like camera except you, Dr. Yu.
Okay, now we can see many delegates, but yeah, Madam has made a video on, but we are not able to see her.
It's on, but it if you are not able to see, I don't know. But in the screen, I can see myself.
Madam, turning the camera on and off, does it work? Like if you turn off your video and again turn it on?
That I did twice.
Yeah, Ognibo, is there any suggestion?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. I mean, that's...
Okay, you're telling, okay.
I think that we will proceed with the schedule,
Yes.
and then maybe during break, some break time, now we can try again.
Okay, then yes, we can request.
So we can switch up our video, no?
Yes. I have
Yeah. Okay.
Is it coming? My video is coming according to you? No.
Not yet.
No, ma'am.
Some issue is there. That means okay.
I have taken a screenshot of Madam's picture with the video previously when she was online.
Okay, when it was on, so you have taken screenshot. Okay, that will help. Yeah. Okay. Then over to technical session 1. Sitendra Mandal sir, can you please start the technical session with introduction of Professor Basu, Bikramjit Basu, who is the keynote speaker.
Yeah. Okay, so very good morning to all of you. Today is a very special day for this Biocom 2021. That means this today's webinar on bioactive glass, ceramics and composites in the healthcare. What should be the current technological trend for these biomaterials, bioactive glasses, and so on and so forth. This particular webinar is designed for not only formulation of the bioactive materials, development of the glasses, but also gives an impetus on the technological trend, particularly in the biosciences and bioactive glass, ceramics, and composite materials. We are very delighted that we are having many important and eminent speakers on this subject, where we can, right now we are having Professor Bikramjit Basu from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He is known to all of us. He's a very known figure, both nationally and internationally, in the material science and the bioactive glass subject areas. But still, as a customary, it's my proud privilege to introduce today's keynote speaker, Professor Bikramjit Basu, before you. Professor Bikramjit Basu is currently the professor at Materials Research Center with a joint appointment at the Center for Biosystems Science and Engineering, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He also serves as a visiting professor at the University of Manchester during the period UK 2018 to 2023, and at the European Center for Functional and Surface Functionalized Glass, Alexander Dubek, University of Trench, Slovakia in 2020 and 2021. He is currently president of the Society and Biomaterials and Artificial Organs, India. After his undergraduate and postgraduate degree in metallurgical engineering from NIT Durgapur in the year 1995 and Indian Institute of Science in the year 1997 respectively, he earned his PhD in the area of engineering ceramics at Katholike Universiteit Leuven, Belgium in March 2001. Following a brief postdoctoral stint at University of California, he served as a faculty in material science and engineering at Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur from 2001 to 2011, and moved to Indian Institute of Science in May to 2011. Professor Bikromjit Basu has been pursuing interdisciplinary research at the crossroads of engineering, sciences, biological sciences, and medicines as well, encompassing the experimental discovery, theoretical predictions, computational analysis, and clinical translational research. His research group has laid the foundation of biomechanically compliant designing of implants, three-dimensional binder jet printing of biomaterials, and biophysical simulation, intermittent delivery of electrical magnetic simulation, mediated stem cell functionally modulation on implantable biomaterials. I'm sorry. Yeah. And also in biomicrofluidic devices to advance the field of biomaterial science and regenerative engineering, thereby impacting human healthcare. Over the years, he has created interactive and intensive collaborations with over a number of clinicians, one multinational company, and FSME startups to accelerate biomaterials science to biomedical device prototype development. During 2018 to 2020, a biocentric human clinical study on cranioplasty surgery to treat decompressive, I think it is decompressive, I'm not is completed in one hospital and under progress at another hospital in India. Since 2015, he is leading India's largest translational center at excellence on biomaterials with 15 co-investigators at IIT Kanpur and Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, NIT Rourkela, two national labs, 2 hospitals and one startup. Professor Basu untiring efforts have led to the creation of national hub of the activities on biomaterials and implants with involvement of 83 researchers, including those from IITs, Kharagpur, Rourkela, Guwahati, NITs, Surathkal, at Nagpur, Durgapur, 20 clinicians and 5 MSMEs. Since 2018, he has been serving as an advisor to the Tata Steel new materials business, which has launched a new vertical and 39 medical devices and materials. He has published over 300 peer-reviewed research papers in leading journals, total citations more than 11,000 and high index 56, and holds 7 Indian patents. He has authored 7 textbooks, 2 edited books, and 1 research monograph in the interdisciplinary areas of biomaterials, science and engineering, ceramics. In his career, he has been a primary advisor to 27 PhD students, 11 master students, 7 postdocs, researchers, and has mentored 10 project scientists over rupees 21 crores, almost 2,78,500 US$. He delivered 50 plenary and keynote and different award lectures over 25 invited lectures overseas, and taught 4 MOOCs, which benefited several thousand students. Professor Bikromjit Basu has taught hundreds of undergraduate and graduate students in India, Belgium, Spain, UK, Slovenia, and also Nepal. He served on the research councils or advisory boards of national labs, biomedical companies in India and was on the independent board of director of AMTZ Medivalley Incubation Council, Visakhapatnam from 2018 from 2020. Professor Basu's contributions in engineering science have been globally recognized. He is due to receive the Richard Brook Award from the European Ceramic Society in 2021. He received the Government of India's most coveted Science and Technological Award, Santi Swarup Bhatnagar Prize in 2013 for his outstanding and significant contributions in the field of biomaterial sciences. A chartered engineer of the UK, he is an elected fellow of the International Union of Societies for Biomaterial Science and an American Ceramic Society in 2000, Biomaterial Science and Engineering 2020, Fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences 2020, Fellow of the American Ceramic Society 2019, American Institute of Medical and Biological Engineering, Institute of Medical Sciences, India 2017, Indian National Academy of Engineering 2015, Society for Biomaterials and Artificial Organs 2014, and National Academy of Sciences, India 2013. He remains the only Indian from India to receive the Robert L. Kapil Award for Young Scholars from the American Ceramic Society in 2018. So he's a very renowned nationally and internationally eminent speaker in the field of biomaterial science and engineering. With this background, I request Professor Bikramjit Basu to deliver his keynote lecture on the topic he has chosen at this point of time. That's the biomaterials and implant. What's the status, challenges, and recommendations? Professor Basu, please. So now it is 10:19. So you have been allotted for 40 minutes. I believe within these 40 minutes, you'll be able to finish your